Hey everybody, good afternoon. Peterson here, your Nancy Peterson, ridewithpeterson.com. Oh goodness, let's see. I've had quite the day today, and I want to share it with you. So, it is Saturday, February 29th, 2020. It is now 12:40 in the afternoon. I'm currently where am I? I'm in the valley at Best Buy. I bought a new phone mount. I needed a new phone mount because I am in a different car. This is the iAudi magnetic air vent mount. I love my Scotch mount, but they did not have Scotch, so I had to go with an alternative, and the alternative is the iAudi, and it's doing the job just fine. So I'm using the window mount to serve up my normal videos that I make, and I needed a replacement mount for the dash vent. I am currently in a 2016 Toyota Prius. Excuse me. It is pearl white on the outside with a two-tone black and tan interior, and it's pretty good. Let me see. I yes, your you texted me a few times, and I sent you my number, but the last time we spoke was like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and you sent me the email for getting involved with Amazon. Um, I will talk to you about that in a few days. I'm going through a little bit of drama right now, and that's why I'm making the video. As all of you know, I think that's been the running theme of not only my channel, but my life, is overcoming one dramatic situation to get to the next dramatic situation. So, I am in the 2016 Toyota Prius, and I got this car through Hire Car. I no longer have the gray Prius that I had for the last few months. I made a decision after basically pissing him off. It was best to return the vehicle and start anew with a whole new situation. So I have to make things good on that end and continue on with what I have now. Rideshare Guy LA, good afternoon to you. How are you doing, sir? It is good to meet you on YouTube. Okay, so here's the situation. After I turned in the old Prius, which was Jack, I needed a replacement car. So I went to Hire Car, and I looked at their fine selection of wonderful vehicles, and I found two 2016 Priuses that I was interested in. There was this car, and then there was another one. I selected the first car, and I sent a message to the owner before I paid for the deposit. The owner did not respond to me after about 3 hours. So I figured, okay, the car is either unavailable or the owner is not interested in me renting the vehicle from him. So I found this car. I sent a message to the owner. He responded to me in 15 minutes. We talked about a whole bunch of stuff. I went ahead and spent every dime I had to reserve this vehicle. And the reason why I reserved this vehicle was because I absolutely needed this car. Without a vehicle, I'm literally on the streets. So I basically didn't have too much of a choice. Paid the money, but I had to wait 24 hours to get the car because Hire Car needed to approve the insurance, and they also needed to wait for the owner of this car because he was only. So I did what I needed to do to basically keep myself safe and secure and comfortable and warm and dry and all that good stuff. And then 7 a.m. rolled around, and I was able to get started on the rest of my day to figure out how to get to the car. Anyway, long story short, after a lot of trouble there, I finally picked up this car. And I'm thinking I'm going to be super excited and super cool with the car. I'm like, yes, I finally made it. I finally got a brand new Prius, the new body style. Um, I got approved on Uber and Lyft this morning at 7 a.m. So mind you, I've had this car now for over 24 hours, and I just got approved at 7 a.m. this morning. And the miracle was I didn't need to go to the hub to get it approved. I didn't need to get a vehicle inspection because the vehicle inspection paperwork was already uploaded on Hires on the car. It was great. It was wonderful. I had two 30-minute rides. No, I had three 30-minute rides, and then I had a flat tire, courtesy of this hex screw right here, this hex wrench. I'm driving. I pick up these college kids at off of where is it? Beverly Glen. I picked them up at Beverly Glen, really nice house, you know, it's Homely Hills, and the street was under construction, and apparently I ran over this in the construction area. Get in the freeway, I'm doing 65 miles an hour. We're going northbound on 405, and next thing I know, I hear this rumbling noise. I look and I have a low tire pressure warning. I'm like, what in the world is going on? The tire is flat. I pull off at Skirball Center Drive. Tire is on the floor, on the road. I'm like, man, this is a bummer. We continue on Sepulveda Boulevard, and I get them as close as I can to Ventura. And then I look and I realize, hey, the tire's completely gone. They call another Lyft. They continue their way. I change the tire. And then what ends up happening is I try to turn the car on, and the car does not turn on. I have a dead battery. The 12-volt battery. Now, mind you, there are two batteries in this car. There's a lithium-ion battery for the hybrid system, and then there's the 12-volt battery. I'm turning this car on, and everything is lighting up like a Christmas tree. And eventually, it goes completely dead, and then nothing happens. I don't even have hazard lights on the car. The car's completely dead. Now, mind you, this car was working fine when I first got it and everything, so it needs a new battery. So I called the owner, and after about 45 minutes, he comes down, he gets a brand new battery, puts it in the car, and I'm running again. But in order for me to do the job, I still need a new mount, a magic mount. So the little bit of money that I made with those 3 30-minute trips had to go towards the mount. And get this, the tire, I have to buy a new tire. I'm like, man, this is not going well at all for me. So, hey, Postmates to the rescue. I got to make the money to get a replacement tire for the car. And then I'll be able to do rideshare again, and I'll be able to make sure that I can pay for this car. So that's the day I've been having so far. And I saved you from a 12-minute video I made about this very same subject. And I think I'm going to upload that video anyway. But I came online to do some maintenance with my subscribers to see how you all are doing. Let's see. So Rideshare Guy LA, good afternoon to you. Appreciate it. Team D'Angelo. Yes, D'Angelo. I'm hanging in there. I'm doing the best I can. I'm doing all right, man. Let's see. Bruce Lee, I am hanging in there. I'm doing all right. Let me see how to get a new tire. One time to replace a flat. Yeah, so it's kind of messed up because how many flat tires have I had? My goodness, as a rideshare driver, I've had I think I've had 3 or 4 flat tires. In fact, let me see. You are not afraid of the coronavirus. No, I'm not afraid of the coronavirus. The thing is this: if I get the coronavirus and if I die, because of the coronavirus, it's because it's my time. It's just that simple. I'm not fearful of coronavirus. It's not a worry of mine anymore. I accept the fact that, look, and I I will do what I can to protect myself, but I'm not gonna go paranoid over it. You know, I just read on YouTube, on Yahoo today that there's been the first coronavirus death in the United States has happened. It happened in Washington State. So if we're gonna have an issue with coronavirus, um, if we're gonna have an issue with the coronavirus, it's gonna be on the West Coast first. You know, they have, I've read recently, they have what, 2 or 3 cases of the coronavirus where they don't know the origination of the virus. These are people who are not in contact with people who traveled from China or from from the Far East, from Asia, essentially. Haven't been in contact, to their knowledge, from anyone who's been in China or from the Far East, and they don't know. So you'll still do drop-offs, but not pickups. Oh yeah, I mean, you know, I hear that and I understand. You know, I mean, look, bottom line is this: it is a communicable disease, and people are transmitting the disease without any known symptoms. Um, Usually, you have to have the cold or the typical cold or flu symptoms, but in this particular case, you can be an incubator of the virus and not have any symptoms for quite a while before symptoms actually exist, and by then it might be too late. They say the flu has a mortality rate of 0.1 up to 0.2%. This one, however, is a bit different. It has a fatality rate of 1 to 2%, which is a huge increase. And right now they are reporting, everyone is going crazy because of the fact that, you know, you can die from this. It's severe. You know, people die from the flu every year and we don't say anything about it, but this one is a little different. It's right up there with the SARS epidemic that happened many years ago, and then the MERS epidemic that happened after SARS, and so this is another version of that, just worse. And who knows? So we'll see. But I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm really not gonna worry about it. I would have more to say on it, but I'm gonna keep it to myself how I really feel about it. But I'm not worried. I just got over a cold anyway, so who knows? So that's that. They said someone in California, but they don't know how they got it. Yeah, someone in California, up in Solano County. They're currently being treated for it. They do not know how the person was infected with it. So the thing is this: it's an airborne virus. It travels in the air. Hey, they look. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter how they got it. They have it, and they're dealing with it right now, and hopefully they will recover from it. A rideshare driver in LA just got the virus. Oh, okay. Still rideshare. You're in close contact with 20 people per day. Go to church or movies or supermarket. It happens with any airborne communicable virus. You know, I got the cold from a little girl. She was the parents brought her in the car with them, and she sneezed, and that's it. I knew it. Yep, I got it. And 2 weeks later, you know, here I am. So, you know, and I just now recovered from it. I'm still dealing with the phlegm in the throat and coughing and hacking and all like that. But I finally got through the worst of it last night, so I'm doing okay now. But that's the risk of life. Is but see, you know what? Here's the deal. I could sit here and worry about coronavirus, but just last week I could have been involved in a car accident, could have been totaled out, and could have been killed from that. I mean, the risk is around you all the time. I could pull out into this driveway right now, get on the freeway, and a drunk totals me out. I mean, so whether it's coronavirus or driving on the road or dealing with random gun violence, there's a 7-Eleven I go to all the time in the valley, and about 2 hours before I got to the spot to go, one of the guys was telling me, "Hey, there was a gun shooting at the 7-Eleven just a few hours ago." I'm like, you never know. You never know. So now, will I do things to be defensive to protect myself? Of course, I'll do things to be protective to protect myself. I mean, even something simple like what happened with me today with this tire. I had no idea, no clue that I would wake up today. I would go to pick up somebody in Glen, and I'd be sitting here right now talking to you with a spare donut on my car, and I can't drive as hard as I would like to today on rideshare because now I have to do Postmates to make the money to buy a tire to put on this car. That wasn't part of the plan. I'm looking at $150 I have to spend on a tire, and that's before I spend that same money to pay for this car I'm in. I'm not a happy camper. But, that's life. That's how it is. And so, am I worried about coronavirus? No, I'm not worried about coronavirus. So, there we go. Let me see. Keep Lysol handy to spray if needed and then let it settle for a minute. Yeah, I'm familiar with that. Lysol and, I may eventually start getting masks and put the mask on and all like that. So, who knows? Let me see. Yeah, rideshare, Shoemaker Hollow. Okay, you're right. No one knows. Rideshare driver. Oh yeah, I said someone in California. I got it. Okay, yeah. So after watching the rideshare professor videos, you're holding off on airport pickups until further notice due to coronavirus. You still do drop-offs, but not the pickups. Don't say that. You will win the lottery soon. You know what? I hope I do win the lottery soon. Yes, I do have Cash App, and if you need to know my name, it's just my name, Ulandsey. You spell it out, Ulandsey, Bing, and that's me. So, but I didn't come here to ask for money. I came here to tell y'all about the drama I'm going through and to report on this. Now, look. This is a great thing for me in the car because the first car I'm going to review will be this Toyota Prius. I'm excited about it because now I have a reference point, and because I've been using it a lot more for work now. Because when I first rented the car, it was when it was brand new, and I used the car when Evercar was around. Y'all probably don't know about Evercar, but it was back in April of 2016, April, May, June of 2016. And there was this company called Evercar, and they rented EVs and hybrids to rideshare drivers. And they did it by the hour. And I love the company. They were great. It was awesome. And I rented the Toyota Prius when it was brand new, when it first came online with that company. And I thoroughly enjoyed the car. It was a wonderful car to use and drive. And so it's nice to be in one now that has 55,826 miles on it. This car is amazing, but I understand why the older Prius is favored over the new Prius, which is the one I'm in now. And when I review the car, I will point all that out because it's important to understand the distinctions between the two cars. It's more than just the car being newer, being better built, and the better engineering. Everything is smoother about the car. But as nice as this car is, believe it or not, I like the older one better. I do. But I like this new one. This new one is a good fit, and you know what? It'll treat me well for the next few weeks actually. There's a deal I'm working on right now with a replacement car, and it's an opportunity I cannot turn down. And I was expecting to have this car for about 3 months, but the replacement car will be, I'll have it soon. And I'll talk about it then because it's not a done deal yet. Alrighty, yo, let's see. But yeah, I have Cash App. Let's see. Okay, so hey, I've been online for 20 minutes now. I'm gonna stay online for about 10 more minutes. I'm gonna keep this a short one because I really do need to get to work. I can't do one of my legendary 5-hour live streams like I did before in the past because I just don't. All right, so what we're gonna do here? We're gonna do the countdown, people. It is now. We're gonna do. So we got 8 minutes and 50 seconds. So here we go, because we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this the right way. Does anyone have any questions or concerns for me? Okay, so let me see. Slick Nick XP. Hey, Slick, what's up, man? I'm so glad we finally met the other day, man. I'm really excited about that, and we're gonna get together, and we're gonna probably either on Tuesday or Wednesday. Those are the slow days. We'll get together and see what's going on. I have a ride challenge on Lyft next week where I need 147 rides for the first tier, and the final tier I need 165 rides. So I'll be renting a car with Lyft Express Drive. Okay, you can make it down. You can make it happen. All I would tell you to do is to what you would do is to the way you eat an elephant is one bite at a time. So you take how many days you have to complete that challenge at 165 trips, and you break down how many trips a day you need to complete. And you figure, okay, if you need to do 20 trips a day, you have to if you do 20 trips a day, you'll complete it in so many days, 25 trips a day there and there. How come you didn't show up at the rideshare professor party? The reason why I wasn't there was because I had to work. I needed to make money. I needed to make money specifically to pay for this car that I'm in right now. As you all know, I'm going through a very tough time right now. And I will concede that the reason why I'm going through the issues I'm dealing with now is because of me. I simply haven't been able to work hard enough on rideshare to make the money necessary to, make things right in my life. And I've been dealing with a lot of sadness. I've been dealing with a lot of disappointment in myself. I've been dealing with a lot of what is it? Some days I was lazy. I'll call it like it is. Lazy, just didn't want to do the job. But most of it really was a lot of discouragement. It's like, when I look at how I started with rideshare and where I am now, and I've reiterated over and over again that I really don't share anymore. But right now, I am completely and totally dependent on rideshare. And I need to get it through my head to just to put up with my issues and and do the work because I need the money. And today with this tire, what it took for me to get this vehicle, the amount of time I lost getting this car, it's like, what, this is a really rotten situation I'm in right now. But the thing is this: I have a vehicle that is more enjoyable to drive. I live in a city where I can pull through this situation even on a spare tire. Um, and I have options. I'm working on both Uber and Lyft, and I have Postmates. So the thing is, I won't be on Uber or Lyft with this donut, but I will be doing Postmates, and I will work Postmates, and I will generate the money necessary to replace the tire on Postmates. And I'm gonna go up to a tire shop and say, hey, if I can get a tire for $70, then bam, the tire will be replaced, and I'll be back doing Lyft and Uber, and knock that out, so I can at least make the payment on time for the car, and then go to that. That's a good idea, but here's the deal. I don't have a Costco membership. I need $50 to reinstate my Costco membership. I have my Costco card, but I don't have my Costco membership. And if I do get a tire, they're going to throw in the cost of the membership on that as well, too. If you're telling me Costco has a tire for $20, then I'll go to Costco. But other than that, I have to, to make that happen. I asked a friend if he could, help me with a little bit of money, and he said he could, but then he hasn't gotten back to me. So I have to assume that money is not available to me. So I'm like, you know what? The Calvary ain't coming. I gotta do this one on my own. So hey, I got a car, I got a way to make money, and I'm gonna turn on the app and I'm gonna make it happen. So I'll be fine. Well, here's the deal. If this car were mine, I would do it, but this is not my car. This car belongs to a guy on hire car, and I'm going to do what I need to do, which is to replace the tire that got damaged, and that's it. It's got 3 other tires on here that are okay. If it were my car, yeah, I would put new tires on the car because it needs new tires, but they're serviceable for what I need it for. No, I'm gonna bill them for this one tire and then go from there. Oh, excuse me. Oh goodness. But like, I'm just gonna do that and I'll be okay. So we'll see. If we want to talk about tires later, we're okay. But see, I'm only going to have this car for a short amount of time. I'm not going to spend the money on tires on the vehicle. Yeah, even with Lyft rentals, there is no tire or windshield insurance. Yeah, and the reason why they don't give you insurance for that is because those are road hazards, and generally with those things, it's basically based on what you did. So, for example, even though I didn't see that hex wrench in the road, bottom line, the tire went out because I ran over it, and it's like, you got to replace the tire. So he told me to bill him for the tire and told me to send him the bill for the tire. And more than likely, what's going to happen is when I replace the tire, the payment that I owe for the vehicle will be reduced by that much money. I don't think he's going to actually send me cash for the tire. So, but that's what I'm dealing with right now. All right, people, we got 2 minutes remaining. If you have any questions or concerns of me, you got me for 2 more minutes. Let me see. I'm going to follow the clock this time because I have to. Y'all know me. Sometimes I talk longer, but this time, that's it. Let me see. Also forget my phone. It's getting hot, so I'm going to try to blow some air up on top to cool it down, but it tends to get hot. It tends to get hot these days now. So this air conditioner is not the greatest in the world. Alrighty, let's see what else we got here. If it's on the front, probably we need to do both sides. No, this tire went out only on the rear, so it's pretty cool. No, I ran over something in the road. I ran over an Allen wrench, and the Allen wrench. The funny thing is, when the Allen wrench came out of the tire, it actually lodged into a portion of the bumper of the car, and that's how I was able to recover to see what happened. So, go figure. That's that. Yeah, I got to get out there and make the money. I got to find out how much it costs for the tire to get it done. So, all right, people, I'm down to the final 30 seconds. I get my tires from America's Tire, and they give me a AAA discount. I go to the one on Northridge. I'll give them a call and see what they say for the tire. Hopefully, I can get a halfway decent tire here. There's a spot called Fairmount Tire in LA off of Slauson and Figueroa. I'm going to give them a call and see what they have as far as the tire is concerned. All right, people, this is it. Thank you very much for hanging out with me on the live stream. I appreciate it very much. And I will catch y'all later on today or possibly tomorrow. I will be uploading more videos. Let me see. I got to make March count. So, hey, y'all going to be seeing a lot of me beginning tomorrow. All right, everyone, take care.